Bonjour, y'all. How's everybody doing? I'm sitting out here on my porch, enjoying the sunshine. It's a nice spring day. And then I thought I could really use a snack. So let's go to the kitchen. I'm about to do something that maybe I should be ashamed of, but I'm not. I'm about to attempt to make a cake in the microwave. You heard me. Bonjour, y'all. I'm Miss Kate, and this is Go Cuisine. Here we make cooking fun, easy, and adventurous. Let's dive in. Now, I know I'm not going to get the same crust that I would get making this in the oven, but I really just want a small one. And yes, I know I can make a mug cake, but that's not what I'm talking about. You might remember this baby from a previous video.
Wow!
My microwave MicroPro Grill. It made really good grilled cheese and really good reheated pizza. And even though I loathe baking in silicone, it has a silicone ring for a cake. So we're going to try it. Nobody's here to stop me. You want to join me? And let's go. First things first, let's talk bananas. And we did this in my other video about banana bread. You want a nice ripe banana. These are as yellow as I would go. This is as dark as I would go. Okay, if you have somewhere in between, perfect. You need one ripe banana, and we're going to crush it. You're also going to need 1 egg, 74 grams of sugar, or about half a cup, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, that's 28 grams, 1 tablespoon of buttermilk, 60 grams, or half a cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, and if you like, a pinch of cinnamon or nutmeg. It gives it just a little something something. And we're going to mix this all up in one bowl. So let's get started. I'm going to start by lightly buttering the MicroPro Grill. I don't know if you have to do this. I saw several recipes online where they didn't, but I don't want to take any chances. So I'm just giving this a good butter. I'm not going to butter the silicone ring, but I am going to butter a little bit on the lid because it might touch. Okay. Better safe than sorry. And then we're going to measure out our butter and melt it. I'm using a glass bowl so that I can just do one bowl, and this can go in the microwave as well. And if you don't mess up your butter stick like I do, then you could just measure out 2 tablespoons. But I messed it up, so we're going for 28 grams on my end. Oh wow, that was perfect 14. Perfect pat there. Alright, and then we're going to melt this. Now that our butter is melted, I'm going to stir in with a wooden spoon my sugar. Okay, so 74 grams isn't quite a half cup. Half cup would be a lot. That would be like a 1/4 cup in a tablespoon. Alright, I'm going to move this off of my scale. I'm going to mix this together. And then we're going to crush in our banana. You can crush it in a separate bowl, but you know, I'm trying to do a quick thing. So, in one bowl. Sometimes I like smash it while it's still in the skin. I forgot to do it. And then it's easier to break up in the bowl. We're just going to cut it up. I don't know about you, I don't like running into banana pieces in my banana bread. If you do, then you don't have to be as meticulous. But I get a fork and I smash this up. You can use the spoon if you are so inclined. If you think it'll get it all in, just give it a good mash. And this will also help dissolve the sugar into the butter. You know, when I make a big one of these, I just dump everything in my KitchenAid and it doesn't work for me. So, a little spoiled. we're almost there. I still see some big chunks. Mush, mush. So I just go in there with my cooking fork. I usually don't do it on the back of the spoon. I'm doing that for you guys to see. But I just mash it up so I have little pieces. And this is looking pretty good. Then we can move on to our next step. Ta-da! Next we'll add in our egg. You know, when I was cutting down my recipe, I was tempted to do half an egg. So if you have a smaller egg, I would use it. I think this is going to be too much egg, but what are you going to do? I don't have any carton eggs, and we're not even going there. Whip that in really good. If you want to use a whisk here, you absolutely could. Or you could use that fork we were mashing the banana with. You get all the egg mixed in. We don't want any separated out pieces of egg. If you want, you can get your fork in there. If you're doing scrambled eggs. Perfect. Next, we'll add a pinch of salt. A little pinch of salt. If you used salted butter, you can skip that. A little bit of cinnamon. And I'm eating just a little bit so you have a hint in the back. I like that. If you want it really cinnamony, go ahead. This is for you. We also need a splash of vanilla. If you want to measure it, that's a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm not measuring that. Add your 1/2 cup of flour and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This you do measure because if you mess up your leavening, you mess up your cake. Now, if you don't want to make this in the microwave, you don't have to. You can bake it. I'll put a link somewhere around here to my regular banana bread recipe so you can see how that works. But this is my express banana bread that I hope turns out. And then this is almost mixed in. We're going to add in our tablespoon of buttermilk. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, I wouldn't panic. It's certainly not at this quantity. You can substitute it with a few things. You could just use regular milk at this quantity. I don't think you would see a difference. Or you could do a tablespoon of sour cream or plain yogurt. It would be just fine. If you want to add nuts to this, you certainly can. I don't like it with nuts, so we're not doing that. Let's put it in the pan. All right, so we've got our pan set up. We are just going to pour this in here. And then we are going to microwave this. Now this is where I have a dilemma. Some recipes said to microwave it at only 600 watts. Other recipes said to microwave it on high. So we're going to do it on high. And remember, this thing has a grill, a casserole mold. Can't talk. We want the one where it's not touching, so the higher one. So I think that's what they call casserole. I'm not sure. So you have like a vent area here on both sides where, you know, your cake can breathe, I guess, and not get soggy. And then this isn't actually touching it. It can rise. Because if it's on there, it goes all the way down. You're not going to get a rise. I'm assuming. Never tried it, remember? Okay, so I'm going to put this in the microwave and we'll see what we get. See you in about 10 minutes. I still feel really weird about doing this, but it's in there. It's doing something. 7 minutes left. All right, it's been 10 minutes, and here's the reveal. And this is hot. I know they say this is a cool touch handle. That's a lie. crusty or something. But it's cooked. Okay, we're supposed to wait 5 minutes before we take this out. And it's registering right at 200 degrees F. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, so it is cooked. Oh, the good thing is nothing stuck here, and I was messing with it, and you can really just pull the whole cake out. Ta-da! And then we'll flip this out onto a plate. My dogs are staring me down. Okay, so this has cooled off quite a bit. It's probably been about 10 minutes. But right out of the microwave, that's hot. Okay, and we have a nice, delicate cake. Okay, I mean, that crust is not beautiful, but this is, I mean, something I can live with. Let's cut it. Got my cup of coffee. And I got 2 taste testers. Jack and Remy. 3 if you count me. All right. So, there's the crumb. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's taste it. Okay, this is way lighter and airier than my original banana bread recipe. It's the extra egg. I'm sure it is. It's very light and moist. Would I make this for myself again? Probably. Would I serve this to guests? I'm hesitant because, you know, it's not that pretty. It is indeed tasty, but I mean, I would feel weird serving this up because of the way it looks. It tastes fine. It is not heavy on the banana flavor. Maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know. So there you have it. Banana bread from, or we're going to change the name to banana cake from the microwave. I mean, apparently I keep eating it. This would be a good breakfast cake. I would put nuts in this one. I don't like nuts in my regular one, but I would add some pecans to this. I think it would be tasty. All right, Jack the Royal Taster is reporting for duty. He wants to taste the banana cake. Remy, do you want a piece? I'm being. I see. Good boy. Go ahead. Is it good? The dogs say it's edible. So there you go. Au revoir, guys. Check out this next video that YouTube's picked out for you. And I'll also post a link for my original banana bread recipe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Au revoir. Ciao, ciao.